Hello and welcome everybody. Today we are going to learn how to add a product in your shop using Woocommerce. So let's get started. So first of all, let's see what a product looks like. So this is our shop. This is one product. I'll first talk about different elements in it. So you've got a heading here. Then you have the main image here, and then you've got additional images about the product. Then I've got one description here starting from here till here, and then I have another description coming here, okay, and then I have an additional information in which I have some tabs like this, and I have reviews, okay. So these are the elements available. One thing that you have to be aware of is how a product looks depends on your theme. So this is looking like this based on our theme, but then in general you will have the same kind of sections in your product irrespective of the theme. So the theme controls how the product looks, but then in the background it has similar kind of information. Okay, now let's go back. For this I have logged on to my site and I go to products and I go to add new product. Okay, so all I'm trying to show here is what each section relates with. Okay, so now you have a product name. This is this portion which we have added. Okay, so in case if I want to create another product which looks like exactly like this, okay, so what I'll do is I'll go here and I'll add the product name. Now second thing is what we saw as description. Okay, now if you see, there are two kinds of sections here. So this is one and this is another. So what comes at the top is my short description. Okay, so if I want my product to look like this, right from here till here should go in the section short description. Okay, so I would say that. So you write about your product here. Now I did have a long description also, and you'll also see it in sites like Amazon. So you have more details later. Okay, so here the information that I've added. So anything that you want to add about your product, okay, which is like more than the short description that comes at the top, you should add here in the section description. Okay, so the one that comes in the beginning, you add it here. So let me just go here and say like this. Okay, so this is what I've added as of now is a heading, long description and short description. The other things that I had in my shop were, let's just go towards the line, right? Okay, so I want to say what category it belongs to. Now where does category show here? Let us just go back and see. So this what you see at the top, this is my category. So you have, it's a good idea to set up categories for your shop. So just select the categories in this tab, product categories. Okay, so for me these are flashcards, so I'll just add flashcards. Okay, so these are flashcards. Okay, this selects the category for me. Now we talked about two kinds of images. One is the main image and one is product gallery. So they can be set using here. So first let's set the product image. Click on set product image. If you have already uploaded it, you'll find it in the media library. Otherwise, just go to upload files, select the file that you have and upload. Okay, so this is one way. If you already have it available in the media library, go to media library, search for it, and set it up. Okay, so I use this. I'll go at the bottom and set product image. Now next thing is about adding product gallery images. Click on this, same way. You can upload files or you can use from media library. I'm going to use from media library. So I search for riddles and I set my product gallery. So this is how we will be doing it. So I want to add these images. So I'll select them. I've pressed the shift key for selecting multiple images, and I say add to gallery. Okay, so now we're done with this. Now the next element is information like price and additional description. So let's just go and see how to do that. Okay, now this is another important portion of your product. If you have a virtual product, select here. If you have a downloadable product, select here. Ours is a simple product, so we'll select that. We'll set the regular price, and we want to give it for sale, so we'll put the sale price. In inventory, you can SKU is a way to identify your product, so it's unique. I can put sharing our experiences 0002. If you want to enable stock management at product level, say here, and you can say how many quantity of stock that you have. So let's say you have 10, so put 10 here. I don't want to allow back orders, so I've set to not allow. Okay, so I'll go to shipping. Shipping class you can set while you're setting up WooCommerce. If you have set that, you can select it at a product level. Linked products we'll talk about in later. I'll just give you a quick idea. If you buy from Amazon, you will see when you buy a product, you see some products which are being recommended to you. So that's where, so it can be done for products that you see in your cart or otherwise. So they setting that up as part of upsells and cross sells. We'll talk about it in an advanced video. For now, we're not talking much about it. Attributes is important, so let's talk about that. I have set up certain attributes beforehand. Okay, so here I'm talking about how to set them up. We will talk in a while about how to set these attributes. Okay, so let's say I have an attribute called minimum recommended age. So I'll set here and say add. Okay, and once I'm done with that, I've also put in some values for it. So I'll select the value which I want to see. For let's see what are the values available. So I have values like 18 months, 2+ years and all. So I've said this before. If you've not done that, you will need to do that for your site and shop. So here I want to say its recommended age is minimum 18 months. Okay. If I want to add a new value, I can add from here using this box. Let's put another attribute that we saw. We saw skills. Okay. So we'll say skills, add here. Again, I've put values here, so I can put any of the skills that I want from this. Okay, and the other thing that we saw was format. Okay, so I'll say format, and I'll select the formats. Okay, so it's going to be a let's say it's going to be hardcover or paperback. Okay, so I'll say this is usually for books. Okay, so I'm just giving an example. After all of this is done, you say save attributes. Okay, so let's do that. In advanced, you'll see something for enabling reviews, which I'll set up in a while. Okay, so let's go to advanced tab in a minute after this saving is done. Okay, now in advanced, you have an option called enable review, which I have set for myself. So we talked about multiple things. We have almost set up our product. We saw a category, we saw name, we saw descriptions, we saw images, we saw how to give the price, how to set up reviews, additional information and description. So we have seen all of this. One thing that's also important is how to set up tags for your product. What are tags? Tags are a way of classifying products and grouping them together. So assuming if it is a PDF downloadable, I can actually put all downloadable PDFs as one tags. Okay, so I can do that. This one is not, so I'm just showing it across to you, and you can create tags that work for you and your shop. Okay, so this is the end of how to add a product to your shop. Hope you found this tutorial useful, and if you have any queries, please do ask me in comments. Would love to hear from you. And thank you and bye for now. Take care. This is how we set up this additional information. Let's just go and see